What's up, Hornets? Welcome back to Kbtv. I'm Anya Whitechub.
And I'm Jane White. This episode is all about distractions.
Wait, what did you say? I was distracted.
Exactly. This week, we'll look into the school policies that concern certain distractions.
We'll get an inside scoop on social media trends.
Finally, we'll show you how the dreaded second semester slump contributes to our distractibility.
Huh?
I said distractibility.
Oh, right. All this coming up next on Kbtv. It's Tuesday, so it's a news day.
Here's the buzz.
Jaden!
Sorry, this time I was the one who was distracted.
It's hard to blame you. There's always so much going on, it can be easy to get distracted.
And when a new semester comes along, distractions can sometimes lead to students slacking off with the rules.
Especially with policies like cell phones and our new lunchtime routines.
Let's just turn it over to Josie Ostranik in the Keeling Cafeteria.
Thanks, Jaden. I'm Josie Ostranik, reporting from the Keeling Cafeteria. Kbtv has already done stories on the dress code, phone policy, and cafeteria routes. Let's do a check-in to see how these policies are holding up in the second semester. The no phone policy that was put in place during the first semester prohibits phone usage at school. Let's take a look at student and teacher opinions on this policy.
I think that the sort of good thing about it is that I guess teachers don't have to worry about like if we're using social media or texting someone. But the bad thing is if we need to use it for emergencies or like for educational purposes, we aren't allowed to use it.
One of the policies that I'm having the hardest time with is the cell phone policy. In the first 2 to 3 weeks of school, I thought it was the greatest thing that ever happened. I didn't see any phones. I didn't have to talk to anyone about phones. And now it's become an everyday, every class period occurrence.
I love the phone policy. It's been great this year without just having to have the daily battles of saying put your phone away all the time. I love that all the teachers at Keeling have gotten behind it.
The newest change to our school rules is the new cafeteria routes. Teachers have to walk their students to and from lunch to reduce noise in the hallways. Let's see what students and teachers think about this new rule.
I'm not a large fan of that only because it does take a lot of my time to round them up. I also feel like it's kind of difficult when I don't feel like everyone is buying into it. So if the whole school's not walking them down, then I don't feel like I should have to walk them down.
It's another one of these cases where I feel like it wasn't necessary to be enforced in the first place. Like, it's one of those things where it was put in for just a short period of time as like a, hey, once you get more well-behaved, we'll take this away.
Well, hopefully we're going to get to a point where students can just take themselves to the cafeteria again. I think it was really difficult at the beginning of the year. There was a lot of disruption to other classes while kids were going to the cafeteria.
The dress code is also drastically changed in the beginning of the school year to allow more choice and fairness in the way that students dress. We will check out some student and teacher perspectives.
It's better, but like, you know, a lot of stuff is targeted at girls and like boys don't really have a dress code.
I think students, for the most part, know what's appropriate and they know when they're pushing the boundaries. I think it becomes a little harder for teachers when it doesn't necessarily say here's exactly what's appropriate and here's what's inappropriate. And there is some more subjectivity, but at the same time, the dress code's a lot looser this year. So I think kids do get to dress a little more comfortably or just how they want to.
And I like that, like they're changing it, but it's kind of sexist to a gender. It's like girls have less than guys. And for a school that's like, it's really big on equal rights and stuff, it's kind of strange.
So while students and teachers have different opinions on these policies, everyone is making the change to follow them.
Thanks for the check-in, Josie. This cell phone policy was meant to curb phone and social media use during the school day.
But once students are out of school, they're right back online, checking out the big trends going around, like that renegade dance.
And while some social media trends are good and help the world,
Others cause problems.
giving us more from the world of social media are AJ Wolf and Isaiah Simpson.
With the world nowadays, there are so many new technologies, and with new technologies come new online threats. And it is important for students and teachers to know how to protect themselves from these threats.
Kind of like takes you away. So like in China, like before you go to China, like they don't have Google in China, so like you have to install a VPN before you go there. And if you can't install the VPN there, so if you don't, like, you're kind of like.
One precaution teachers take for their students is the new Go Guardian program, installed on all 8th grade Chromebooks.
You know, there's a lot of students and there's only one of me, so I can only regulate so much. But now that we have, my students are all in 8th grade, and so they're paired with their Chromebooks. But now that we can use Go Guardian, that's helped out a lot. You know, you can close out tabs that they're not supposed to be on.
Teachers not only enjoy this new program because it keeps their students safe, but also because it allows for easier classes, with less time spent on watching their students' every move.
So Go Guardian was introduced with the 8th grade Chromebook rollout. The 8th grade Chromebook rollout, I helped kind of organize everything, and with students having devices, we want a way to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
So while it can be hard to stay safe on the internet, it's not impossible. This has been AJ Wolf reporting for Kbtv.
Social media isn't the only place that sets trends. Another familiar sight around this time of year is the second semester slump, already being seen all over campus.
With more than half the school year over, students don't just struggle to follow rules, they also struggle to focus on school and their classwork.
The slump isn't unfamiliar to teachers who make efforts to keep students engaged up until the last day of school.
Here are Yale CA and Mateo Jones with tips and tricks on ways to defeat this slump.
Many students this semester are a bit different from the first. But what is this? It's the second semester slump, when the winter months make students tired, less motivated, and overall less excited to be at school.
I try to really pay attention to what we're learning in class and try to really process the information.
Teachers notice the change in their students and have come up with solutions to make them more spirited in their work.
We're trusting you now, second semester, a lot more project-based learning, because we're getting you moving around and energetic and ready to go.
Counselors have also seen the changes in students and give helpful tips to combat this new feeling.
I think if students are kind of feeling that lack of motivation and kind of sad, one good thing would be to talk to somebody about it, to first recognize that they're experiencing it.
Overall, almost everyone is affected by the second semester slump. But what sets some from others is who toughs it out and keeps trying. This has been Yale Xie reporting for Kbtv.
Sounds like the best way to defeat the second semester slump is find something enjoyable to focus on.
Like this episode of Kbtv,
which is unfortunately just about over for now.
So until next week, this has been Jane White
and Anya Weintraub.
Thanks for watching Kbtv,
Keeling's #1 source for news and information.